Hey everybody, today is February 18th, 2025. Surgery was 14 days ago, so this is surgery plus 14, my 2-week anniversary of surgery. I've made a decision that I'm going to only make one video a week now because it's just not changing all that much at this point. I went to physical therapy last night. Things went really well. It's still a lot of just manual movement of the arm, and I know I just talked about this in the previous video if you watched that. I don't feel like a lot's going to change in between today and tomorrow, so I'm going to stop with the daily updates. I will pick up and I will do an update every Tuesday just to talk about progress. So I do have a couple more physical therapy appointments scheduled this week. I'm doing my exercises at home, so just a recap of what those are. I do some scapula contractions. I do that 30 times. I have bend the arm exercise where my freshly repaired arm, I straighten it out and then bend it up all the way up. So it's about 180 degrees, whatever that motion is. I do some wrist flexing like this and then rotating back and forth. And then I stand up and just twirl my arm. I let it dangle. And I do 30 rotations counterclockwise and 30 rotations clockwise. That feels really good. It loosens things up. Last night I slept with the sling on, of course, on the wedge pillow in the bed and with another pillow propping up my right shoulder. And it wasn't too bad. I slept okay. I think it's because I was so tired because I slept so poorly the night before. And maybe that's the key, is to just be really tired when I go to bed. So I slept pretty good. I slept for at least 6 hours solid and feel really fresh today. So that's good. So maybe I'll turn a corner there. I find that I am rolling over on my side a bit more, and it's not terribly uncomfortable if I push to the right a little bit towards my my injured shoulder. I guess really not injured now. And then if I roll to the left, it's not as comfortable. So I will just keep working on that, and I'll report back on that in the next update. But right now, things are going well. The pain is minimal. I am not wearing my sling during the day as I sit here at my desk. I've mentioned before, I have a lot of support here with my chair. It has a nice armrest, so it keeps me propped up really nice. I'm not putting any real pressure on my shoulder, and my desk is pretty large flat surface here, so I can run the mouse and type, and it just really doesn't create a lot of tension in the arm, so it doesn't hurt. My doctor was pretty aggressive with that piece of it. He says this thing's not going to come loose. All the work that he did in there with the multiple anchors, he says it's not going to break, and that he feels like the physical therapists take a little bit slow, which they are, and I get it, because they could really hurt my arm if they cranked on it too hard. But at the same time, I feel like we could push it a little bit harder than we are. So I'm taking his advice on that, and I don't wear the sling a lot. I do ice it at least an hour in the evening. I have the recirculating ice machine, the Polar Care, I think it's called, with compression. Not really sure if the compression's buying me anything. It does feel nice to have it squeeze on my shoulder a bit and the nice cold water circulating over it. I get up from there and it feels really nice. So I will do that again this evening. And I'll continue doing that at least once a day for the next week. But I will check in 1 week. So on Tuesday, whatever the date will be, 7 days from now, 25th, something like that. So I'll see you then. Hope all is well. Bye.